Durbin. I'm in chemistry 1411, and I am doing an oral presentation on my art project, which is related to chemistry. So I chose an art piece, picture actually, that has been at my parents' house for, I don't know, many years. Where I used to live, it was actually on the way going up um, to my bedroom upstairs when I was living at my parents, and I never quite really, noticed it. I knew there was a picture on the wall, but I never really paid any attention to it. And so during the holidays, I went to my parents, and try to put on different goggles and look around things differently, and then I noticed that art project or that art painting. Um, the painting uh, is just a standard size canvas, and it says home, um, but the O is the shape of Texas with a small little heart where North Texas would be. And the background is kind of brown. The writing, the font is actually kind of a yellow gold color. And then the O, or the Texas state, is blue with a red heart in it. So, you might be wondering how this relates to chemistry. Well, everything where we live is something involved with chemistry, if that makes sense. Every object, even us, we're, chemically made up, or we have a chemistry component to everything we do and see and feel. On the painting, I'm going to assume they probably used acrylic paint, which is a very common paint used while painting. And acrylic paints are water soluble, means they have basically a water base, but whenever they become dry, very interesting, they're water resistant. So I thought that was very interesting. But in general, paint, it consists of what we call pigments, and pigments are basically the color. And then there is something in paint called binder resins, which essentially just hold the color together in order to stay on a painting or a canvas or anything. Back a long time ago, they used to make their own paint with certain elements or stuff in nature, but nowadays mainly everything is used or is made in a lab. So we nowadays don't have to make or find a good binder or resin, or don't have to find stuff for color. But different elements that can be used for color are pure cobalt powder, carbon charcoal, and cadmium sulfide. So that's pretty interesting. But I'll go into more explaining. The binder resin is artificial, like I just said, in paints, and it's usually made from monomer methane methacrylate, and it usually has a common catalyst, which catalyst is, it essentially speeds up the reaction to where the monomer creates extremely long chains, which results in polymethyl methacrylate, which is acrylic plastic polymer. But so that's kind of the chemistry component of it, which is really cool. And why was I not aware of this painting? Throughout the years I lived here, it's very easy to get busy in your own life and not notice things around you because you're too busy doing this or doing that, doing school, doing sports, or that you just don't really recognize what's around you. So this project has brought a good realization that, life happens and it happens very fast, so you might as well slow down and kind of enjoy it. But my new perspective on this painting would just be mainly just to appreciate stuff around me, not necessarily just this painting, even though it's great because, it's at home where I grew up, and it's ironic because it says home on it. So, but my goal is just, to pay attention to things around me. All right, thank you.